JT Kenny here with Bass UTV. We're gonna break down one of my very favorite techniques. It's something that I've been using for years and years and years on the tournament trail to make a living, and been using it for a lot of years just out there simply having fun catching bass. Punching a big weight into matted grass. I don't care what kind of grass it is, if it's milfoil, if it's hydrilla. I've won tournaments punching from Lake Okeechobee. I won a Bassmaster on Lake Okeechobee a long time ago, punching before punching was cool. Punching was a big part of my win on Lake Champlain a few years back. So it's something that's really been special to me. It's something that anytime you have thick grass that creates a canopy on top, it's something that you can do. It's a technique that I've found a lot of people have came to me and asked me, JT, how do you punch? And at first I kind of thought it's pretty simple. You put a big weight on some braid and you dump it down into a mat. And then after taking a lot of people out on my boat and punching with a lot of people that haven't done it, I've realized that there's a lot more to the technique than meets the eye, so to speak. So I want to start with one of the very first things that you need to look for, not only to be a successful puncher, if you will, but to have yourself in the right area. And the first thing that you need to know is most of your bites are going to come on the initial fall. And so how we're going to start this whole, we're going to start from ground zero. You have your punching weight, big 1.5 ounce, 2 ounce weight, a big flipping hook, some kind of creature bait. The idea of this is the canopy. You're going to punch your bait down through the canopy, but the canopy, this is the key, that is the first mistake I see everybody make. This has to be open water under here. If you punch in there and it falls down a foot and stops, and you have to wiggle it, and it falls another foot and stops, and you have to wiggle it, and then it falls to the bottom, no good. That is not a canopy of grass you want to be fishing. The stuff that you want to be fishing is a canopy. When your bait lands on top, even if it doesn't fall through right away, but it lands on top and you shake it and it falls through, it falls clean all the way to the bottom. That is when you know you're in the right area. Here's a different way to think about it. It's almost like fishing boat docks. We're all used to skipping our jigs or our shaky heads or whatever up underneath a boat dock. Well, this is just a boat dock, so to speak, that you can punch your bait down through it. So you want it to be open underneath there. And what those fish are doing, some of them are getting under there to ambush prey, ambush bluegills. Some of them are getting under there because when it gets cold out, the top will soak up the sun and it'll warm up. Some of them are getting under there because they can't wear sunglasses. They might even be vampires. We don't know. But anyway, we have to get to those vampire bass because those are the big ones and the mean ones when I hear. That's the ones I want to tussle with. So anyway, now that we know what we're looking for canopies that have open water underneath of them. Let's talk a little bit about the tackle that we're going to use to try to bust down through these canopies and pull some of these big bass out.
Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Gluzek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests. Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time. Subscribe today.